an ambulance came. They told me she's going to be taken to Kenyatta because her condition is so bad that the resources, they don't have the enough resources that they need. She needed to be taken to Kenyatta, and she said her only wish that day was to see her kids. Okay, so there was an ambulance and the doors opened. There was the doors and an ambulance rushing this side. The doors opened. I could see my mom. She's coming down, and it's like the day before she got a stroke on her face, so her mouth was like slanting on the side. You see her corpse after she died. I have I've seen her corpse, and it's still with her mouth is on the side because she had a stroke. It's like it was on a Saturday. It's like the day before they told her her condition was her real condition. She had leukemia, and they told her what it was, and it's like the shock got to her that she got a stroke. Okay, now after she was looking, and it's like she had been asleep. They gave her something to sleep because she was in mad pain. She was in so much pain. Imagine your blood is not doing normally. She was in so much pain, and I feel so bad. She had to spend a whole day alone in a hospital. Imagine you're on a hospital bed, your kids are thinking you're okay. So now she had to, I feel so sad because I wasn't there for her. I wish I was there the whole day, but you know, I'm still a student. I have to go to school and everything. I didn't know her condition was that bad because everything happened so fast. Never in my life again will I have anyone to call mom. I won't have any more memories with her. Mother's Day. And guys, she died a few days before her birthday. How is that fair? Well, I may try to stay strong, but I get in a humor. It's paining me because it's sad to think that I would have a mom. Kitu si kitu ya kucheka ni naniuma. Because some of you on social media don't know how this woman is strong. I know it's not anyone's fault, but why did God decide to take away my mom from me this early? I'm only a teen. My life has not started. My mom promised me that she would see my children. She promised me she's going to be at my wedding. It sucks, bro. It sucks. Anyone who laughs at someone who lost a parent is wicked and not merciful. Have mercy. Because that woman we have gone through thick and thin. You don't know how that woman has taught me this. She taught me how to pray. Up to this day, I pray so much. I fast. You know? I do things that most kids my age don't do. Most kids want to have boyfriends, have to want what? Crushes, friends. I don't want any of that. I have friends who are dedicated and focused, but me, all those other things, I'm not thinking about it. And I try not to be mature for my age, but it's natural because my mama is mature and she has been always like that. So I'll still celebrate her birthday. I'll still sit in my room alone and talk to her. her know she's listening. That's what I do. I always say, hi mama, how is it up there? Because she usually talks to me about stuff we don't talk with other people. Most girls, they speak to their moms. Oh, okay, mom, I met a boy today. Me, I don't speak about that. When I'm talking to my mom, we speak about God. I usually say, I ask a question that no one ever asks their mom. I'm like, mom, what do you think people? One time, the month before, just before break, I was in class learning and having fun, and another teacher from the reception says, hi Sky, and you're being called, and pack your bags, you're going somewhere. I took my bags, my school bag. I went down because this upstairs. I went downstairs now to the reception to see my driver there, and my brother, and he told me mom wants to see me. She wants to talk to me, and I was like, finally, yes, Lord, you have answered my prayer. She's finally healed, because I was like, finally she can talk, because the last time I saw she was able to talk. God is almighty. Reminder, this was 10th November 2025. I saw my baba and I saw my dad in the same place. If you ever see those two men in the same place, know something major is going on. And I hugged my baba. I'm like, Baba, why are you here? She's okay. Maybe they came with flowers. I'm like, she's okay, so why didn't you come with flowers? Why is no one smiling? Everyone, my dad, he likes to hide his emotion. He had glasses and a mask. I'm like, why are you having? I thought she's supposed to be smiling. Where's mom? I want to see her. Why don't you guys have on my car ride there? I wrote a card saying, Mom, thank you so much for healing. Thank you, God. I've been praying for you, and I wish for the best. We have fought over this thing. And I had my card, and I had my card in my hand, ready to give it to her, and say, this is my card for you, Mom, and I thank God that you have healed. Instead of going to see my mom, I think this was a therapist or something, or a consultant. I don't know who she was, or a doctor there. Me and Danny, they said that he let me enter this one room. Me and Danny entered inside that room. That woman started saying stories. Started saying stories. Like, I'm telling you, I was frustrated. I'm like, where is my mom? I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I can have an attitude, because I was like, she's asking me, hi Sky, smiling at me, and me, I can't smile. My mom is in the hospital. Like, hi Sky, how are you? How are you? What do you like to eat? And I'm like, what's up with you? I want to see my mom, please. I want to see my mom. And they started telling me questions like, which worried me. Started saying questions like, what would you do if your mother was no longer here with us? What would you do if your mother is dead? I said straight to her face, and I remember I said straight to her face, my mom is not dead. I don't know who told you that, and by next week she won't be in this hospital. She's going to be healed. Started sanitizing her. She's like, okay, by next week she won't be here. Yeah. And then they told me that her condition is so bad. In the morning they had to resuscitate her. And I told her, yeah. Started saying how bad her condition is. Like, her condition is bad, worst. She's on a life machine. All those my life machines I usually watch in the movies, I never thought it would be me experiencing a loved one on it. And I couldn't imagine the pain she was in. They're telling me, right now she's on a lifeline. And I'm like, okay, God is almighty. I believe in him. We will overcome this,